Hello everybody, today we're doing a different formula. Usually what we'll do is I'll make a build and then I'll make a video about that build and different variations of it with different weapons. Today we're focusing on the median, which is a weapon, and we're going to do 3 different builds based around this weapon. And we're going to see what the best strategy is for it. So the philosophy behind this car is that the median does not have a whole lot of health, and it's a very big target. So if you can split it up, hopefully you won't lose both medians at the same time. And I put a lot of armor around it. It's on either side, there's invisibility, and you can move fast. Don't worry, all of my builds tend to be quick hit and run, and I made sure to make 2 other builds that are slow moving, kind of eat damage, and tanky builds. So if you like those kinds of builds, be sure to take that in. So right here, the best thing you want to do with the median is just shoot off weapons, and that's what I'm trying to do here, but it's hard to line up a shot because they tend to move really slow. That's another one of the reasons why I put one on either side of the car. You can see me doing a little shimmy there to kind of test out there how quickly they'll transfer from side to side, so I can kind of get used to it and gauge my my strategy. One of the things I was hoping to do with this variation is hit them with one gun and then turn, hit them with the other. It didn't really work out very much. I kind of built the armor around that strategy, planning on taking hits from the side and then turning and rotating to kind of keep all pieces from taking too much hits directly, and then just kind of get the damage taken throughout the whole build. That's kind of the philosophy behind why I placed armor the way I did. This build, I think it looks like a sheep head, honestly. At first I thought it looked more like a train or a like a spacey kind of like Mass Effect car, but I like that it looks like a sheep's head. I don't know why it looks like it to me, but it just does. I mean, sort of the guns are sort of like eyes, like a sheep's eyes. They're positioned on the side of the head, and they kind of have the same visual reference that these guns can shoot at. And this build actually was very good at pursuing enemies. I got a lot of kills doing this. I got a lot of kills chasing down, whacking them with that front. I got a train plow in the front. And then the only problems with the medians is that you better have an exit strategy, because if you're doing straight medians as your only option, then you gotta get out. You gotta get hit and get out. So this one I called the gorilla, because it looks like a gorilla. It's a big, ugly, bulky in the front, small in the back. I only have 2 hovers. That's why I went with this, and I wanted to mount the guns on the bottom. So I got a build with the guns on the sides. I got a build with the guns on the top. That's the last one, which was the best, in my opinion. And this one is guns on the bottom. The medians are just too big for it, and you're gonna see that this is not a very good build. But I put it in there anyway because it's about the fun of watching these videos. I love these clips, even the ones that are failures, because it's just. I love Crossout, and it's a lot of fun to play and get these clips for you guys. I got wedged in the back, and this thing just does not turn, but he kind of helped me get those shots out on him. And we just get destroyed. There's no way for us to turn. The hovers don't really play well. This is probably the best turn radius I had with one wheel. But then, you know, if I base build around that, I'm not going anywhere. Alright, this next clip, this one, the gorilla actually did pretty good. I gotta say, this was the only instance where the gorilla did well. So I'm not gonna give you guys false advertisement, but it's probably gonna be fun to watch. You're gonna see me, I'm trying to pick out the weapons, trying to pluck the weapons right off the enemy. Watch that. I'm going for the shot. You gotta lead it. Bullets are a little slow. They're slower than regular bullets, but faster than other cannons. People keep getting in my way, and I can't shoot over them because I got those bottom-mounted guns. I feel like regular cannons would actually do much better on this gorilla build, but I'm probably not going to make any other builds looking like this anytime soon, unless it's unless I'm putting melee on the bottom. Let's see here. Let's see if we can pick off any guns. There's one person shooting at me from a distance, but they don't really get me. Right there, I was kind of surprised at how high I could aim. Look at this. I tried taking out his wheels because I thought it was a hover coming down at me, but that guy's just... This thing just does not do wedge builds very well. And then everybody's just plowing through me. Somehow I managed to make it. And the gun radius on this was probably the best out of all of them, because I can shoot pretty much anywhere. And I can almost get both guns off on the same target on almost any position. Arguably the next build, which is coming up right here. It's coming up right next because we're about to cap this base. You gotta cap the base, and when you got a slow build like this, just sit in the base, man, because sit in the base or stay behind, because that's the best you can do for your team. Alright, this is the best variation, but I only got one clip for you, and then I got a bonus clip of the same build, but I wanted to see it with a regular cannon on it, so be sure to stay tuned for that at the end. But this one, look at that, imagine the radius. The only problem is that they are not protected at all, and the medians get shot off real easy for what they are. You'd think that with them being a heavier build gun, that they wouldn't get shot off so easily, but it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, they're such big targets. I haven't looked at their durability, but I just imagine it's low. It's probably not. It's just the fact that they're so easy to hit. That's a big problem, but you know, when the guns can shoot in any direction, you don't want to block it. Alright, we dodge those missiles. Pro move right there. Look at the armor placement on this build too. I mean, another issue is those large tires. They have a lot of durability. I looked at those, but they get shut off real quick because of how big of a target they are. I always think to use them as armor for the undercarriage, like the fuel tank and like the power generators that I put on it. I'll use those wheels thinking that they're going to protect them, but they're too easy to hit, and they're too essential. You don't want to use your wheels as shields unless they're really going to eat damage. But I got that armor around it, and it took so much pieces. Another thing I really loved about this build is that it kind of resembles a ship. It looks like an aircraft carrier kind of, and I love doing builds that look like ships. And I like making builds that feel like ships. My Leviathan feels like a ship. Alright, and here's the bonus clip. This one, I think this is a good one for you guys. It's just got a slow start, so bear with me. Slow start. I'm not overweight. I'm just kind of thinking about my game plan here. And another great thing about this is the fixed cannon. You can just pivot, shoot, and then pivot away, protect that cannon. And there's a lot of armor around that cannon. Like, I love sideways builds. I love putting guns on the side. Maybe we'll do one down the road of a side build. That missile. I always have a lock on, and then that missile just fires right when the lock's gone. Again, I'm aiming for the guns. That time I was aiming for the guns, but I took them out. That was pretty awesome. And I feel like having the one median is really what you want, especially for a build like this, because it's sort of like it's good having that gun tower sort of thing. It can look over the whole car, and then I have my main cannon kind of hidden everywhere. And as I'm repositioning, that median is there to cover me, and I think that's probably the best thing that you can use the median for. It's just as like a cover gun for heavier builds that do high damage, not a whole lot of speed. Just try to get some good damage off, and then hit them with your main heavy. And look, this gun, that's the first car that I've ever had that's too heavy for those geysers. And look at that armor rating. I mean, this build just does not give up. It doesn't quit on you. I haven't come up with maybe I'll call it the Land Cruiser. I'd like to work on it. My first car really resembled this because I wanted to make something that could absorb the cannon and sort of work as a stationary turret. And this is a real fun build to just circle the battlefield on. I had a clip where it was this build, and I was just circling the battlefield. I didn't put it in this video because I felt like this clip is better, and it was the one with the cannon, so it didn't really fit the theme of the video. But this is, I would say, definitively the best use that I've come up with for the median. Except for with the Hummingbird build. It's a lot of fun on a Hummingbird build. You can watch one of my previous Crossout videos to see what the Hummingbird build is if you're not familiar. It's a lot of fun zipping around with the median on it because it's a run and gun build. The Hummingbird is. You just hit hard, run away, and building around it. This guy just does not quit. These NPC cars can be a little ridiculous. And it's the last one. I'm just trying to pick out its... You can pick out its wheels real quick with the median. That's a lot of fun. But this guy just outruns me. I think I get the kill, though. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more weapon-based videos instead of build-based videos. Be sure to check out next week's video, which will be based around a build I call the Turtle build. So that'll be a fun one. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.